All right.
Oh, you deserve to be finished. Alrighty. Beep, 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 beep. 6 minutes from the time that I started the first one. All right. Timers are started. I think I want to work from new, but this one's already up there, and it'd take more time to get it off than just to go ahead and work on it. I'm not making music, but there's music on this shirt. And this shirt's actually a hoodie. Well, what does that mean? I don't know. There's abstract people everywhere doing their abstract things. And there's people having fun right over here with weird hair and everything. I don't know why I need to stream, but I wanna be doing something. I gotta stay home all the time to work on my stuff, because lots of it takes equipment, or it's really messy and I need to stay home so I don't get things messy on the road. Yeah, that song sucked. And we'll be doing it again at one time or another, which is really all that we can definitely say is true. So, put some lotion on that skin. See if we can't hustle and maybe get the hose again. I know that it was a threat, but there's a little bit of a puppy dog inside of me that goes, wouldn't it be nice if we were sober? We could do a lot of things with tacos. I cannot remember the words to songs, and I sing them anyways. Some people probably hate it. There's probably a mute button on your screen, or you could just turn the volume down, listen to something else, leave, or you could be mean. But please don't be mean in the comments. 'cause that's mean to others too. Just say all the things that you want to say in your head or out loud like I do. Sing in the studio, just singing in the studio. What a mediocre feeling. It's more fun when there's no one actually listening. I judge myself more when I post something I never tried before. I judge myself when I don't do anything, so I gotta just keep going anyways. In the morning you could try to make stuff, maybe then do stretching and some dishes. In the evening you could also make stuff, or just watch movies with your you flobbity flip flops, choppity choo, and it tastes like flip flops. I wish it tasted better. I'd prefer to eat a sweater. Flip flops aren't the best taste in the world. Sandwiches and ponies on rainbows. You could eat a diamond, but you crack your teeth. Na-na-na-na-na-na-na, brainbows. Sa-na-na-na-ha-ba-lo-da-dee. Flobbity-boo, chim-chim church-rotchkey. Have you ever listened to Tchaikovsky? Says, flippity-doo, flippity-floppity, flippity-floo. Silly words have always seemed silly, except for when they're said in unsilly ways. Serious words can also sound silly. Words can sound different on different days. Sing along with the made-up song. Try to figure out and follow along. Or else just tune out or let out your own shout. Walking in a winter wonderland. Boop boop boo boop 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 boo. Pa 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 pa, ra pa pa pa, pa 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 pa. And the space between the noise-making imbecilic behavior is better than the words coming out of this lady's mouth. I can tell when I'm proud of myself, because I'll refer to myself in the feminine, and then otherwise I'll usually go with non-binary terms, and then when I'm upset with myself, I'll usually, like, if I really want to punish myself, I'll go with the masculine. And feel like that's everybody, but we all come from a different place with a different everything. I mean, even if we were all the same, we would all have different starting points, different times, different experiences, different combinations of nitrogen and oxygen, different amounts of pressure due to the atmosphere, and different interactions with people. You know, one person might do one thing and get a smile while another tries and gets a beating. gentlemen. So I can't read comments, but if there's anyone there, it'd be cool if you did comment so I could see whether or not there were any comments, you know? And if you got any comments, make them, because I know what I'm doing as far as what I want to do with these sweatshirts, but with the streaming, I really think it probably could be better. Though I don't know if I actually can make it better, but I know it could be better. And if you took the time to write out how or why or what could be better, some combination of those maybe, like in some sort of an order that made sense, I might get the message. I might go, oh, I didn't even think of that. Or, oh, I needed to get to that, but I was putting it off. I didn't realize that it is as important as I was trying to tell myself it wasn't. Or, you know. And then if you just like seeing what unfolds, you could say that. Just don't be mean to people. Schrodinger's audience. And it's also Schrodinger's time, because someone might be watching this right now, and it's right now for you, and well, for you it's almost definitely right now, because I'm probably not going to download this from TikTok, but for you on Twitch and the other things, you could be watching this in what is to me the future from right now, but right now is actually the same time, because when you're seeing me say right now, you know what I'm saying? I mean, we all get caught up on this. I get caught up on it a lot. That's why I like painting, because I can be caught questioning these kind of what seem like time paradoxes, but also seem like magical powers to be able to exist maybe in the future, even when we are no more, or possibly to, you know, get better and to look back on what we were doing in the past and go, hey, I've improved, or hey, I wasn't too bad back then, or I can empathize with former me. I can feel lots of different ways at different times. And I like to feel okay about that. So whenever I can feel okay about that, I try to feel okay about that. Deo, mi se Deo, daylight come and you wanna go home. Come, Mr. Vampire Man, get into your coffin. Don't want to turn into ash. Sun's coming up and you need to bury yourself in the garden. Not gonna make it back to your safe home. 6 foot, 7 foot, 8 foot deep. You don't want to be dug up by a dog. 9 foot, 10 foot, 11 foot. Eat. I hit granite, I can't dig further. Day. Don't like day, don't like day, don't like day, oh. Because I'm a vampire. But there are plenty of vampires who do like day and always wish they could be out in the daytime. And for vampires, that is very emo. And that's okay. It is okay to be an emo vampire. Even though maybe your your ideal sleep schedule is different from other. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. I don't know any actual like fantasy novel style vampires. Someone was writing right on my bumper yesterday on a 35-mile-per-hour road, and as they approached me, I did gain energy by slowing down in my soul. I said, "Ah, yes, give me your rage. I will absorb this." It's not the most dangerous way of feeding, but like, I don't want to make people upset. But definitely, I feel like when people are already upset with me and expressing it, if it seems a little ridiculous, and when I say I slowed down to above the speed limit. So yeah, who knows what you're gonna say when you feel like you have to fill a void? Not the void inside of yourself, but the void inside of your content. Let's see. Shout out to Toasty Tentacle, actually, because you are quite an inspiring person. We're going to put a heart right there with a tentacle. And another tentacle. And another tentacle. And one more tentacle. And we're going to imply that maybe there's 8, 10 tickles. And of course, we all know from going to school, because school is where you learn these things, that you make an octopus laugh by giving it 10 tickles, maybe? Is that a cephalopod or a condiment? A parcel of sandwich matter forgotten on the subway on a rainy day when you couldn't be bothered to remember after jostling awake and running to get on your train, bus, car, or airplane. That's a real thing. And then it's not like you wanted to leave it, because as soon as you're on said transportation, you're wishing you had the sandwich. You're looking in your bag, going, oh, I took it out of the bag to kind of smell it and be excited about later. And now I'm not going to get to eat this delicious sandwich that was very basic and inexpensive, but because your roommate has good tastes, there are sauces that really elevate it without taking away from it still being a healthy sandwich. And of course, the person who finds the sandwich doesn't ever find out how good it tastes, because they look at it and they go, there's no meat on this, and they just throw it away. This person has a silly face. Just kidding, this person has a perfectly fine face. You know, we don't need to all fit each other's expectations. That's one of the things that helped me when I was deciding that I wanted to continue pursuing making art and even do it more professionally than just having a goal of being an artist. I had to, for me, you know, some people make beautiful things, but for me I had to say, you're making something, maybe you're making it for somebody, maybe that person will know better that it suits them and that it's right for them than you ever could. You know, you're not, I do like to make things that I would enjoy myself, but at the same time, the intended recipient may feel completely different than I do. I might think, oh, that was a mistake, you know, and it's the exact thing that drew them to the thing. Maybe the fact that it's a mistake, or not the fact that it's a mistake, but the fact that they also perceive it as a mistake is what draws them to the piece. You never really know. So like some of the things I try to keep in mind are to use quality materials so that I'm creating something that might last, but also to try not to use too much materials so that even though it is selfish to be taking these things, I mean, this is a lot of water waste and effort and not food. But I'm not mass producing them. I am enjoying my time while I do this, and hopefully I'm creating something long lasting that will give someone else joy. Hey, oh, I'm so excited about the Beetlejuice movie. I don't often go to movies in theaters. I don't like being trapped, and I even more don't like having to pay to feel trapped. But I might go see Beetlejuice in a theater just because Lydia more than Beetlejuice, and the cartoon even more than the movie. Not that the movie was informative, but unlike Buffy the Vampire Slayer, which I liked I liked the movie better than I liked the show. With Beetlejuice, I liked the cartoon more than I liked the movie. And I liked the Ghostbusters movies, like, a lot. I loved them. Still do. But growing up, I did love at least one of the shows, like, I super loved. Buildings. It's not like you don't see enough of them when they're around, and yet sometimes there's something you rarely run into. So whether you want to blend into the city that you're in, where cool cats are DJing on oddly shaped records that are coming off of this thing. You know, I might, these, like, they might need to just be silly legs, but they're oddly shaped records for the record. And a blessing and a curse to know that the people who think that they're short legs are the lucky ones. We are all hurt by our knowledge of what the artist was intending. So I said I probably shouldn't have shared it. But poopy happens. I'm going to try to remember to not curse. It probably will happen at times. But I'll try to apologize. And I don't want to pretend that I don't curse a lot. I just also don't want to have account suspension type stuff, but at least, like, I think I'm streaming to YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, and Facebook right now, which feels like I'm actually getting things done, although there's probably no one listening in the now that's actually happening. And that's okay. If I made more money, I could pay my partner to put to put the live stream on in a little silent, tiny window in the background of a browser tab while they read The Wandering Inn by Pirate Abba. The best series. Tolkien. Boring. Yeah, I thought it was interesting too until I read Pirate Abba. Brandon Sanderson, yeah, very good, very good, very good. Still prefer new chapters of The Wandering Inn, although always looking forward to the new Sanderson drops. Poro 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 pire pere parao. Flapa papiro. Never draw a wum-de-wum tree unless you want the Onceler and their gang to come and turn them into thneeds. Now, everyone probably does need a thneed, but the amount of logging that ensues when Oncelers are on the scene make American colonization seemed like it was turned into a children's book. This is supposed to be a witchy on a broom broom. with her hubba bubby. Who's also a witchy. Because we are not warlocks, we are men who are witches, except for me, because I'm a woman now. Although I'm also trans non-binary, because I don't have enough pride to really commit. And like, if I can't get pregnant and be able to actually make, you know, a person inside of myself, why go through all the trouble when I've dealt with dysmorphia and body issues my entire life? At least just identifying as a woman makes me so much happier. That I feel allowed to, that I feel allowed, like, by myself, to not be a man. Like my grandpa always said, I would never be a man. I mean, he knew. It's weird, even though it wasn't a compliment. It was he was the first person who told me. When I was young. When I was just a wee little one. There's a cat. If you were wondering what that was, it's like one's a witch and the other's a witch, or maybe, I don't know how they identify. They get to choose that for themselves. I'm not some Gestapo-esque sorting hat telling people what house they belong to and then forcing them to go with my decision. I don't know what's going on. I do know that words, noises, and sound are emanating from me while I, with utter patience, put up with having to share a body with me and just keep painting. Just keep painting, just keep painting, 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 painting. Put a little robot inside of there. Did they put a robot? I don't care. No one will know if there's a robot there, unless you're the one who gets to look at this sweatshirt. And only one person will be able to look at this sweatshirt who's not me in real life. And then it will spontaneously combust due to science. Absurd. I don't believe me. 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 Alright, there's scribbles and there's a robot. You can take my word that there's a robot. I could show you the robot to prove it. But that seems like showing instead of telling, and I guess good authors do the opposite, which is fair. I never claimed to be a good author. I never even claimed to be a good artist. I am allowed access to more materials. That is my goal. I want to be able to make more art, and I hope that by the time that I am dying, maybe a few generations down the line have a hope of retirement. But for me, what I hope is that whoever is in the position to be extorting me for money when I'm older in the elder care system, or just by design of our retirement system, that instead of paying people very little money while capitalizing the most on my care, like getting as much money out of me and paying as little money to the people who are actually tending me as possible, I would like to just be provided materials and to, even if I don't know what's going on, be able to keep making art. And maybe it will have a value to someone. And people will be like, yes, you can have another blended sandwich smoothie. I know that this is what you want. And I'll be like, that's what I want. My teeth did not survive. And they would be like, you should have brushed them more. And I'd be like, I brush them multiple times a day. I used a water pick. I occasionally went to a dentist when we could afford it, and sometimes when we couldn't. I'm just at that point where if you want a sandwich, you gotta eat it as soup. I'm just at that point where life hurts so much you kinda need that joint. Oh yeah, I'm not that old yet, but one day I hope to be. Or, I just hope that no one who relies on me has to deal with my passing for sadness or comfort reasons either. That makes sense. Like, I don't want my passing to hurt anybody. Kind of especially myself. This is not the season for that, but fuck that. When the song is inside your heart, you gotta sing it while you make art, or else you'll start falling apart when the song starts trying to get out. I watch Gargoyles, yeah. If you watched Gargoyles as a kid, you probably always are looking forward to getting to see a castle on top of a building. Beep, 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 beep. Okay. I believe you. Jump in the line. Rock your body in time. Okay. I believe you. Jump in the line. Whew. So sage-like person with their face coming out of something. I'm not gonna look. I'm just gonna add another face and another nose, 'cause that's how we do. That's how we do. And then windows, because the eyes are the windows to the soul. Yeah, windows, das. Because if you pay for it, you're the genius. If you invent it, you're forgotten. It doesn't matter what you do inside the system, 'cause it's rotten. You've received a message from AOL Instant Messenger. It says, "Quit while you're ahead." Now, I like behinds. I want to quit while I'm behind. That would be a real compliment. Tell me that I'm cute. And then you want to spelunk. Do you have the time to listen to me whine about nothing and everything all at once? I am one of those melodramatic fools, neurotic to the bone, no doubt about it. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. Is that enough? It all keeps adding up. Am I just paranoid, or am I stunned? Mark, you're such a weird character. I really wish that I was stuck here with Mindy. Oh yeah? Do you wish you were stuck here with Mindy because you think she's not a weird character, or because you think she's hot? She's not a weird character. Then you don't know her. She's friends with me. That's not even the way that Mork sounds. Yeah, so? Okay, I want to one-up whatever you're one-upping. You seem to be many one-ups ahead of my ahead of my woo! All right. You have been really weird, John. Really weird. And I, for one, am gonna mention it when I give my review. Oh, yeah. So leave a review. Leave a comment if you're here. I don't know if you're here. I don't know if anyone was here. I will later know if anyone was here, maybe, if I check. Which it would be nice not to do so that I don't have to cry a river. Where is the line with you? Where is the line with you? Boom, boom, ba-chugga-choom, boom, 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 chugga-choom, boom, boom, boom. That's not it. Wee-ba-doo-bee-doo. Christopher Robins. Christopher Robins. Christopher Robins. Christopher Robins, please come to the front office. Christopher Robins. Somebody left their Winnie the Pooh outside the toilet again. No! Please, what are you even doing right now? Why is this happening? Why do I have to be listening to this? You don't have to be listening to this. You could change the channel. You could write a comment. You could pretend that you exist, or that you don't exist, or that something. And that is the bottom line. What's the bottom line? Line. Lioness. Lion-o. Yeah, Lion-o. Snarf. Let's see. What do we want to put up here? I think we're gonna put eyeballs? Nah. Yeah, no. Yeah, no. I don't think so. I think maybe some stars. Not all stars are pentagrams, but some of them might be. We can't see clearly now. The galaxy is huge, but we can see an ambient emanation of energy from the universe. Oh no, where'd my telescope go? Give me back my telescope. 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 Give me back my telling. I'm telling. Why do you keep talking like that? You're so weird. So weird. So weird. So weird. Weirder than, but not like, not weird. You haven't achieved anything with your weirdness. I want you to know that. It's like, it's not the good, I don't mean the good kind of weird when I'm insulting you or putting you down. I don't mean the bad kind of weird. Let me retract that statement. I mean the type of weird where I'm slightly confused and I've never actually been given a compliment in my life without an insult being included. And I just want to spread that to you. Oh, thanks. You must be a part of my family. I'm going to try and avoid you. Not all of my family's like that, but enough of them are. Then when the politically right side of my family stopped talking to me during 2020, I felt better ever since. Yeah, I felt better ever since. I'm an action transvestite, running, jumping, climbing trees, putting on makeup while you're up there. Dun, 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 dun. Eddie Izzard is definitely a long time word making, delivery, given, parasocial, audience member based love of mine. I'm the audience. You got it. Baby, I want it. What is it good for? Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing, baby. Let's see. You know what? We're going to put a building right here. Why are we putting a building right here, you might ask? Because we felt like it. Why did we feel like it? I don't know. Maybe, just maybe, it was because doing yet another building is actually less monotonous than drawing the straight lines. Although they would be done a little quicker. It's a little too boring. Little marquee there, little street action, maybe some action of people walking by. I don't know what's going on. I'm just the person painting this. I didn't create this world. I'm just living in it. I didn't make my imagination. I just run wild with it. Hey, Pachuca. Ooh. Yeah. All right. This has been a lot of audio. I have talked. I've sang poorly, but I did it, and I painted, and I feel like I got something done. Not a life-changing amount, but I didn't let that fall. How about that? How about them apples? To apples games that we used to play. ha, 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 he, ho, hi, ho, he, ho, hi, ho, he, ha, ha, ho, ha. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's right. That's right. Eyebrows. I got big ones. I like to give other people big ones. Some people, when they say you're going to get the big one, they don't mean eyebrows. When I say the big one, sometimes, at least that time, maybe that was the first time, I meant eyebrows. Eyebrows.
These shoes cost $400. Let's get them. Oh my god. Shoes. Shoes.
You don't text message breakup.
Oh my god. Shoes. Shoes. Let's get them. These shoes rule. These shoes suck. These shoes rule. These shoes suck. Oh my god. You know what else watched Kelly? Yeah, I obviously did. That and this advertisement for a movie about the slowest horror movie ever made, about a ghost or a spirit that will follow you around until you die for being hit with a spoon. In the middle of it, this maybe 5 to 10 minute commercial for a fake movie by people from the Upright Citizens Brigade, at least the main character in this.
The spoon wielder.
The spoon breaks. He hits the guy so many times with the spoon that the spoon breaks. And the guy gets this look of like, I'm saved, I don't have to be hit with this spoon again. I don't have to have these bruises that have formed from these micro abrasions, these small thwacks that I've been plagued with. And no one can see this guy hitting me. They don't know why I'm going insane. I've run across the desert. I've tried to find a place where it couldn't follow. I had a whole Rambo sequence where I tried to blow it up with a bazooka and it didn't work, but now the spoon is broken and I might be free. That's what you're gathering from looking into my eyes. Only the spirit opens up its hoodie, and inside of the hoodie are little packages like somebody who is selling electronics or watches or possibly narcotics or other things. They opens up his hoodie, pulls out another spoon, gives a thwack, 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 thwack. That, and there was also this Super Mario action going on by this group that had also done a Snake live action, like Metal Gear Solid live action thing that was just hilarious with a box. The Mario one was great. You're following Princess. Her family's kind of decimated by Bowser's army. Back then I wasn't as uninterested in things that had gun violence in them. Because it hadn't just become the regular thing, you know? Yeah. I mean, it was in movies, but it wasn't something you were like, just, you know, now you can just turn on the news and that's there. That's That's what there is. People who want to be murderers screaming about Marat! Marat! While they do everything in their power to take rights away from people, all the way up to killing them to do it. Oh, but not my baby. He's got a bright future. He can be reformed. He didn't do anything wrong. Don't send him to the prison. You know what happens to everybody who goes into those prisons. All right. I'm going to take a break. For I am finished with this current take. Charge. Charge. Okay. It just keeps, this is the job that never ends, just like all of them. It just goes on and on, my friends. Some people started working on different things. They'll all continue working because they might have been infected by a need to eat and sleep, or maybe even dreams. Dreams. They're like a burden. Future's uncertain. They give me hope and dread. 'Cause the dreams in which I'm dying are the best I've ever had. I find it hard to tell you, 'cause I find it hard to take. When people run in circles, it's a very, very sad world. Sad world. Oh my gosh, this building has so many rooms. So many individual windows. You can tell I'm really putting time into each one of them. I'm detailing the window frame. You might not be able to see it, but it's there. It's in the director's cut. I'm being pretentious. Why? Because I could be timid. Does it matter? It's gonna be right. It's gonna be wrong. Pretty much just trying not to be an asshole.
I'm an asshole, I'm an asshole, I'm an asshole. Oh. Ba 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 bum 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 ba bum. Ba 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 bum 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 ba bum.
Up, down, left, right, BA, select, start. You're going to want to remember that for when you're playing the game Contra on the NES, which I heard that you're going to be playing soon, so take heed, smoke some weed, and it's in a book. Reading flame bow. It's a bow that shoots flames and it can read. I can't believe you didn't know about it. You knew. I'm sorry. I couldn't tell that you knew from your reaction. But now I know. And knowing is half the battle. Why? From such an early age, did I have to be prepared for a battle? capitalistic, driving people who might have been afraid to, or not as interested in, or didn't need to go in the military to be like, I want to be a judge. Nobody dies in the Joes. They all take care of each other. Nobody's getting shot through an outhouse after they broke into 75 different families' home during the day, spreading righteous terror in their war of terror. Rah, rah, kiss and bye.
I don't know what I just drew. What's it look like to you?
That's going to be a building. This, I'm going to tell you right now, this is going to be scribbles. Scribbles. And a flower. And then some scribbles. Yeah, I am quite content with this content. I'm gonna zip this up so that I can blah 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 Whoa.
Mad Mardigan way.
Mad Mardigan way. Mad Mardigan way. The baby, but the baby, Mad Morgan, Mad Morgan, yeah, Mad Morgan, you gonna wait for me? You gonna wait for me, Morty? Rick, Mad Morgan. Rick and Bobby? Shake and bake? You talking shake and bake? Did you just say that you're going to go by the magic lamp? I love that. I love that for you. Oh no, I love lamp too. Who doesn't love lamp? Lamp good. Lamp let's see at night. Lamp here in my hand. Comfort lamp. Some people have stuffies. My mom said you're not allowed to have a stuffy once you get to a certain age. That's why I got this lamp. Lamp, 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 lamp,
Lamp. You listen to heavy metal? I like to light my light with Lamp of God. You're saying that wrong. I don't know what I'm saying. I don't listen to metal. You don't say. Did when I was younger. Before I wanted to be a hippie, but I forgot how to love. I wanted to be a garbage man, but a sailor stole my glove.
my glove, my glove, boop, 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 boop. My glove, talking about Mac love, no glove, no love. Whoa. Man, that band aged poorly in the eyes of... I wish I didn't know. 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 This message has been brought to you by an advertiser named Shmeggy Magookie. Now, Shmeggy wants you to know that they've got the best schmegma on Schmgarkin. And they're selling it for $14 and 59 spennies. How do you get a spenny? How do you get a spoon? A spoonful of schmeg. Well, schmegfully, I can tell you, you go down to Schnoogles. I don't even know if that's the original name that we started off yelling. What I do know is that this is a good time to put in a tower. Because if you're going to have wizards or witches or witchizards, whichever, sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes they want towers. This one's a dark tower at the end of a Stephen King novel that you should have stopped reading a few pages before you were given permission and understanding of why you might want to stop reading. Because yes, the wonder is powerful. Knowing that there might be more one day should you want to pick up that book and read. That's powerful. And honestly, what could the author ever give you that's as good as the hope for more story? And they say every story needs an ending because they're liars. I like stories that continue. I don't need an ending. I have hope. Most stories get canceled. Most writers don't get to publish jack, squat, diddly-dot. Jack, squat, diddly-dot, squat, squat, diddly-dot. And there's still so much out there to read that it would be nearly inhuman to succeed at a goal of reading it all. Odin traded one of his eyeballs. Which balls did he trade? Eyeballs. Where did he have eyes? Well, they called him a four eyes. And he didn't wear glasses. But yeah, if you trade one of your eyeballs, you might be able to read all the books. But you've got to get up in that weird tree. I'm against anything that's pro hanging from trees. Like, I just don't want more of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude. I don't need knowledge of everything. I want to be surprised here and then. Hopefully in a good way. But even if it's the normal way, you can be like, well, I was surprised. That means things worked out. Awesome. 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 You know how to solve for an isosceles triangle? Howard the camel had 3 points. Howard the camel had 3 points. Howard the camel had 3 points. Howard was a triangle or a plane or or a triangular plane, or a plane that could be represented with 3 points of a triangle. And Mr. Ed, that one was a horse. Na 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 ma 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 all right, I need a break. Need a break. Gonna take the gloves off. That doesn't mean we're fighting, but it might. Tic Tac, smack you with the glove. I'm really glad that you didn't fall out of the arm that is holding you. Because I guess I didn't smack Tic Tac, I smacked my own phone. Shame on me. Other streaming services, don't want to leave you out. I think there's 3 of you there. Smack you. I think this is the beginning of something fun. All right. Peace out. See you later. Have a good day. Sandwich. And I'm stopping. Have a good day.